Have you ever heard of a city so rich it was called the Venice of the East, only to be burned to the ground and vanish from the world's memory? This isn't a fantasy tale. This is the real story of Ayutthaya, Thailand's forgotten kingdom. Imagine a bustling metropolis, grander than London or Paris at the time, with over 1 million souls, intricate canals, and golden temples piercing the sky. Now, picture it all gone in a matter of days. What happened here? And what secrets do these headless Buddha statues hold? Join me as we uncover the epic rise and tragic fall of Ayutthaya. Our story begins in 1351. A visionary king named Ayutthaya founded a city at the confluence of 3 rivers, creating a natural fortress and a perfect hub for trade. This was the birth of the kingdom of Ayutthaya. For over 400 years, it was the beating heart of Southeast Asia. Merchants from Portugal, Holland, France, China, and Japan flocked here, bringing their goods and cultures. The city became a dazzling mosaic of international influences. Picture yourself gliding down its canals on a small boat, passing magnificent temples adorned with gold and jewels, bustling markets filled with exotic spices and silks, and foreign ships lining the busy port. This wasn't just a city, it was the center of the world for many. The art and architecture of Ayutthaya were unlike anything seen before. The kings, believed to be divine, built massive temple complexes called wats. These weren't just places of worship. They were symbols of royal power and cosmic order. The iconic prang, a tall, corncob-like tower, was a signature style reaching towards the heavens. Imagine thousands of Buddha statues, each meticulously crafted, some cast in bronze, others carved from stone, and many covered in shimmering gold leaf. The most sacred images were adorned with royal regalia, studded with precious gems. The wealth was simply staggering. It was a golden age, a period of unparalleled prosperity and artistic achievement that lasted for centuries. But even the mightiest empires have their rivals. To the east lay the powerful Burmese kingdom. For centuries, Ayutthaya and Burma were locked in a fierce struggle for dominance. Wars were fought, territories were won and lost, but Ayutthaya, protected by its rivers and strong walls, always seemed to endure. The city's defenses were legendary. During the rainy season, the surrounding plains would flood, turning Ayutthaya into an impregnable island fortress. The Siamese armies were skilled, and their resolve was strong. They repelled invasion after invasion, and with each victory, the kingdom grew more confident, perhaps too confident. Inside the palace walls, life was a complex dance of power, ritual, and intrigue. The king was an absolute monarch, a Devaraja, or god king. His word was law. But succession was often a bloody affair. When a king died, his sons, brothers, and uncles would frequently vie for the throne, leading to palace coups and political instability. While the kingdom appeared strong on the outside, these internal conflicts sometimes weakened it from within. Yet, despite the turmoil, the cultural and economic engine of Ayutthaya kept running, fueled by the endless flow of trade and the devotion of its people. The city continued to shine, a beacon of civilization, but the light was about to be extinguished. In the mid-18th century, a new and ambitious Burmese dynasty, the Konbaung, rose to power. They were determined to succeed where others had failed, to conquer Ayutthaya once and for all. In 1765, the Burmese launched a massive, two-pronged invasion. This time, it was different. They were more organized, more relentless. They didn't retreat during the rainy season. Instead, they built their own camps, planted their own rice, and settled in for a long siege. The city of Ayutthaya, the island fortress, was completely surrounded. For 14 long months, the people of Ayutthaya held on. They fought bravely from the city walls, enduring starvation and constant bombardment. The magnificent city slowly starved. Canals that were once its lifelines now trapped its citizens. The end came in April 1767. The Burmese forces breached the walls. What followed was a cataclysm. The city was systematically looted and burned for days. The invaders were merciless. They weren't just trying to conquer the city, they were trying to erase it from existence. The destruction was absolute. The golden temples were set ablaze, melting the gold that covered them. The great libraries, containing centuries of Thai history, literature, and knowledge, were turned to ash. Countless priceless statues and works of art were destroyed or stolen. Most hauntingly, the heads of thousands of Buddha statues were methodically cut off, an act of ultimate desecration designed to break the spirit of the Siamese people. The Venice of the East, the Golden Kingdom, was now a smoldering ruin. The survivors scattered across the land, and the great kingdom of Ayutthaya was no more. But a story of total destruction is also a story of incredible resilience. From the ashes of Ayutthaya, a new Siam would rise. A general named Taksin, who had escaped the siege, rallied the remaining forces. He drove out the Burmese and established a new capital further south, which eventually led to the founding of modern-day Bangkok. The spirit of Ayutthaya was not broken. It was reborn. The art, the culture, and the ideals of the fallen kingdom became the foundation for the next chapter in Thai history. Today, what remains is the Ayutthaya Historical Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Walking through these silent ruins is a profoundly moving experience. You can trace the outlines of the grand palaces and monasteries, see the rows of headless Buddhas, silent witnesses to the city's violent end. Perhaps the most famous image is a single Buddha head, peacefully entwined in the roots of a Bodhi tree. No one knows for sure how it got there. Perhaps the tree grew around it after it was dropped by looters. Or perhaps it was placed there respectfully by a monk after the chaos. Whatever its origin, it has become a powerful symbol of Ayutthaya, a symbol of peace amidst destruction, of nature reclaiming history, and of the enduring spirit of the Thai people. Exploring Ayutthaya is like walking through a dream. Every crumbling chetty and every scorched stone tells a story of splendor and sorrow. It serves as a powerful reminder that even the greatest civilizations can fall, but their legacy, their story, can live on forever. The story of Ayutthaya is not just about a lost city, it's about the cycle of creation and destruction, and the incredible human capacity to rebuild and remember. Thank you for joining me on this journey back in time to the lost kingdom of Ayutthaya. The next time you see a picture of Thailand, remember this story. Remember the ghost city and the enduring spirit that rose from its ashes. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments where you want to go next. And ring the bell so you do and miss our next adventure into the world's most incredible forgotten places. See you next time.